so you specialize in helping people deal with this stored trauma that gets stuck in our
Mhm.
bodies. So
Mhm.
what exactly is the stored trauma? How does it show up? How does it manifest? Like how would we know if we had it outside of, thinking back and having some, memories and experiences that were extremely
Mhm.
unpleasant?
Mhm. Yes. And many people actually don't have memories. So I want to make sure that this includes people who don't remember a large part of their childhood, perhaps,
That's
right?
good.
Like, and
Yeah.
and and there are several people that come to me, and that's what they tell me, right? There's like, if I think really hard, I can think about certain situations or certain moments, but so much of it is just kind of a blur.
Yeah.
And that right there, right? If you don't remember things, that right there is a big indication that, okay, well then it would not have been safe for your body to be fully present at that time, and you would have been in a trauma response for a lot of that. So where does trauma get stored in the body? The trauma gets stored, if you really want to think about like a storage unit, right? Like it is stored in the nervous system. The nervous system is our survival system. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to keep us alive. And there's different degrees of that. It can be doing that in a healthy way, in that parasympathetic state, or it can be stressed, or it can be overwhelmed. It does not matter which of those three states it is in. It is helping us survive in all three of those states. It's helping us live. So what happens then is when trauma happens and we go into that overwhelmed place, we go into that survival response. What happens is that there's this unique pattern that starts to develop in the nervous system where someone starts going back and forth just between stress and overwhelm. Stress and overwhelm. Stress and overwhelm. They never really land in that parasympathetic state. And if they do, they either find it boring or they are not able to stay there because their body pulls them back into that freeze and be like, oh, we have a moment to relax, let me go into this full exhaustion mode,
Mm.
rather than just a calm but very alive state that the parasympathetic system is. And so that is where trauma is stored. We actually see it in these patterns, and that's what I do with someone. I actually sit down with them and help track their nervous system. And so I give them a chart, I explain the three states, and we go through like, where do you think you start the day? And I'll have to be honest with you, Jess, many people are not starting the day in parasympathetic. They're waking up either already stressed and jumping out of bed because, oh my goodness, I slept in late and I've got this deadline, I've got to run off to work, or they are waking up already in overwhelm. I don't want to get up. Why?
Mhm.
Is it morning already? I just want to pull the blankets back over my head. So that right there is my first big sign that, okay, like we're dealing with some stored trauma here. If when you wake up, you are already in one of those either stress or survival states.